Previously on Wine vs. Food, the loser of our first challenge ate fried pigeon head. The loser of our last challenge ate the hottest stuffed pepper in Hong Kong. And in this challenge...
Oh, okay, stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
So I went to WamGuide.com and tried to look for some Vietnamese food. I found a place called PhoViet Kid, and it's in Tin Hau district. We're gonna try it inside, try to find the best Vietnamese food to prepare in Hong Kong. Let's come in with me.
PhoViet Kid is located at 64 Electric Road, right next to the beautiful and spacious Victoria Park of Causeway Bay.
I'm here today with the owner of PhoViet Kid, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, thanks so much for having us over. We're trying a famous dish at PhoViet Kid today, right? What is it called? And tell us a little more about it.
Lok Lum Vietnamese. Yeah, Lok Lum is the sauce. Okay. Really famous sauce in Vietnam. So we using that to make that dish.
Oh, really?
It's really tastes really good one.
I, the host of Wine vs. Food, will personally challenge Joseph of Cuvées.com to pair off their best wines with a Lok Lum shrimp. The stakes are even higher than ever, as a loser must drink a whole bottle of Sriracha Vietnamese hot sauce.
Sriracha derives its name from the seaside city of Sriracha in central Thailand, where it was first produced for dishes served at local seafood restaurants. It's a paste typically made from sun-ripened chili peppers, vinegar, garlic, sugar, and salt.
I brought the food over because we're having the competition tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure that the main dish that we're having matches well with what I have in mind for the wine to pair with. Okay, well right now let's give the food a shot and let's see what wine goes best with this dish. Well, Vietnamese food has, traditionally it's a cuisine that's mixed with a lot of herbs and spices and all that, so the flavor is quite fragrant. And I wanted to bring a wine that would go well with the main dish that we're having. I chose a Phoevit Riesling, and the reason for that is because when Greg told me about the recipe, I actually thought it was going to be loaded with a lot of sauce, sweet and sour sauce. But when I actually bought the dish, it's really dry. I mean, it's still got a lot of herbs and spice to it, but it's a dry dish. So I thought maybe if I had gone with the Riesling, it would go really well. That's because it has a high acidity level to it, and also it's got a bit of sweetness to it, and the same could be found with the shrimp.
Hey Joseph, how you doing?
See?
Good.
You're late and you brought the bottle.
I got this for you.
No, that's what you're going to be drinking tomorrow.
Oh, actually, that's what I was thinking you'd be drinking tomorrow. Let's see how this tastes.
Should have done that.
So, why pick a sissy drink, a rosé that's really, really sweet and all that type of stuff, and why not focus on something that's a little more, gonna balance it out? It's kind of like I look at it as Lord of the Rings. You have a good side and you have an evil side, and the only way that good is gonna conquer evil is with something that's really potent and powerful. So that is why I'm gonna choose this one. A Crino. So the idea behind this one is it's really strong. I gotta admit, it actually smells like a little rubbing alcohol very first at the very beginning. For the sake that it hasn't been enhancer. But it's really bitter right now, even as it's standalone. But I bet if you're gonna have it with the shrimp, it's gonna be great with it. So, in many ways, I throw out the logic, screw all these wine phobes or whatever who tell you these are structured way of doing things. Try it your way, be creative, and that's the way I'm doing things. So this is Greg's tip for right now. But it sounds like you're confident about yours, 100%.
Well, I'm a little bit more confident than I was before I started tasting the dish.
Okay.
But I have a good chance, I think. I hope.
Well, how's this? I'll leave you with the thought this evening. Thinking about tasting this tomorrow night. So sleep easy,
okay.
Enjoy yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Get ready.
See you.
Okay. All right, thanks, man.
Cheers. All right,
Bye-bye.
judge would follow a strict judging protocol, starting with tasting wine before tasting the dish, secondly, tasting the wine after the dish, and third, judging the cohesion between the wine and food pairing.
So are you guys ready? Yeah! I can hear you. Are you guys really ready? Yeah!
I've chosen the Carino Dolcita di Alba, a red wine from Italy, while Joseph has chosen a Kaffrkov Veltliner Riesling. So let's see what our judges have to say.
The food was greasy yet light and finger looking good, and I needed something that was lighter to balance that, so I think I like the Riesling better.
I think Greg's was better.
Oh yeah, high five!
With the food and probably with the weather today, because I think the weather didn't do it justice, I actually prefer the Riesling.
The Carino went a lot better with the food, I think.
I really enjoyed the Riesling. I'm gonna choose this one as the winner for me.
I thought the red wine was way too strong. It sort of overwhelming, and it sort of canceled out the flavor.
I thought it was, the shrimp itself was very spicy, but it actually had a subtle sweetness to it, so I thought the white wine with its sweetness actually complemented it and enhanced the flavor, whereas this was a little bit too bitter.
I feel that wine is, I think, a little bit too aromatic for this kind of dish. Like we have a lot of flavors, a lot of citrus notes, and this kind of dish is also kind of aromatic, so it's kind of covered too much as a dish. That's why I a little bit prefer the. I've got a preference for the red.
Yeah, so the red, yeah, it's too strong, it's too heavy. It kind of covers the taste of the shrimp, which has really the second one that I had this really strong the kaffir lime leaf taste.
I think the red wine masks the flavor, and the white wine really brings out the intricacies of the dish.
The white wine actually Joseph's choice. To be honest with you, when I drank it with the shrimp, it made me feel like how I felt after I put on some Tiger Balm. It just made me think of somebody had white flour, papaya, or Magnolia around here somewhere. Wait a minute, that was me!
It's like going to an opera and listening to Metallica.
A little bit below my standard.
I thought it's a little bit too sweet for the shrimp.
So actually I found both wine really good. For drinking, pretty good. But next with the shrimp, I find that the white wine, the red wine is a bit too light in flavor. So go with the spicy shrimp. I would opt for the shrimp because the citrus and the walrus go pretty well. I'm sorry, Greg.
The dish was very subtle, and I thought the white brought out the flavors of the dish a bit more. Sorry again.
Each judge has a vote, and he or she votes for the winner by pouring their glass of wine into the vase placed in front of the challenger, whom they felt best paired his wine with the Lok Lum shrimp.
Anyone with any taste would have gone with the red.
Good job, Greg.
Sorry, Greg. I think the weather's not doing you justice. Joseph? I like white wine, but I don't like Riesling. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna have to change my vote and go for Greg out of Swarthmore Solidarity.
Wow! SWAT brothers for life.
Sorry, Joseph.
Oh, I heard you like Sriracha. Sorry, Greg. As they say, the tribe has spoken.
Thank you.
I just love wine too much. I can't waste them. Sorry.
Very beautiful wine. Yeah, well done. But for today,
I guess ladies just like sweet and tasty.
Thank you.
How many more votes are there? Oh, wait, before you guys, you might want to think about this, you know? To have the host of the show go to the hospital and
the next show is going to be a month later, so it's fine.
Easy for you? I think I should just put this in there so you don't have to do it separately.
There you guys go.
Should I take a video?
Upload it on YouTube if you want. Yeah, slow motion.
Handshake.
Don't cry.
Versus food.
Wine versus food. Keep going. Oops. Wine versus food.
As my life flashed before my eyes, I thought about my day. I remembered all the fun that I had thus far today, from all the great people that I met, to the delicious foods that we were tasting, and to all the people who keep wine versus food going. I knew just then what I had to do.
Wine versus food.
can't believe that I finished a whole bottle of Sriracha, and I guarantee you that I don't ever want to lose another challenge in my life or in wine versus food. But if you're ever going to lose at something, it's best enjoyed with good wine, good food, and good people all around.
Hot water.
But that makes it bitter.
That's good.
So if you want to be a judge on the next episode, sign up at winehappy.com or the link below. So what is the best way to stay connected with Wine vs. Food? Well, there's 3 possible ways. 1, go to our website and sign up on our mailing list. 2, check out our fan page by typing in Wine vs. Food. 3, check out YouTube, type in Wine vs. Food, or if you want, Chinese food and wine pairings.